Who remembers playing Skyrim for the first time? The first time on the intro menu when the symbol appears on your screen, and the atmospheric music starts with the thunderous dragon language shouts echoing in unison. I think it was at this moment that the feeling started for most of us. The feeling that Skyrim is something special and unique. The feeling that you're about to embark on a journey that you will not forget. From the moment you start the game, you're immersed into the believable fantasy world and story. At all times during your journey, powerful music can be heard in the background. Powerful music that radiates an infectious ambience and atmosphere. As you explore, you realize Skyrim is a land of contrast, a land of beauty and harshness. The beautiful yet harsh chilling mountains of Skyrim stare at you from the distance. The winds whisper through you. The trees sway back and forth as if a song slowly moves them gently from side to side. And as you look around you, you see glimpses of beautiful greenery surrounding the area. Bees are flying around to pollinate the colorful flowers in front of you. The rivers flow with glistening water. And during the day and night, you can hear the land around you speaking to you with life. The birds chirp during the day, the crickets chirp during the night. The beauty doesn't end here though, because you notice as time passes, when you look up into the sky, you notice another element of the world, yet again reminding you that it's alive. Some days you notice the skies are gray and gloomy. Other days you look up at the stars, it's dark and beautiful colors light up the sky. And other days you can see the beautiful sun shining down on you and illuminating the beauty of the world around you with open blue skies. As you venture forth, you suddenly are snapped out of your haze of admiration and brought into another layer of immersion. You notice wooden buildings before you. With hay roofs, you notice smoke, perhaps a source of heat, to combat the coldness of this world. You realize the world is trying to speak to you again through another layer of life, one that has many voices. The blacksmith can be heard hammering away, the market is full of aspiring merchants, and the so-called protectors patrol the lands with law and order. You are noticed by those around you. You realize some desire conversation, and you have the power to indulge in such proclivities. The choice is yours. But suddenly you come to the realization that you can't simply spend all your time admiring the beautiful world of Skyrim. You desire to participate in it. After all, you get the sense that this world is begging for you to explore it and taste what it has to offer, and so your journey truly begins. As you wander around and sample the offerings, you're tasked with climbing the sacred mountains to High Hrothgar. But on your way, you notice a cave close to a waterfall and decide to explore it. What could be in there to help me on this adventure, you wonder? You've noticed by this point that you have free hands to use a weapon in one, a shield in another, or perhaps you would choose to become a magic user. Again, the choice is yours. You enter the darkness and into the cave, and as you descend into the unknown depths, you see a thin-like creature with piercing blue eyes and a sunken face awakening from its slumber, only to be met with it charging at you with a sword. You defeat this wretched creature, and you learn its name, the Draugr, and that many of them dwell in this cave. Your work is cut out for you. You decide that perhaps this monster could have something useful for you in your quest to clear this cave. You find some gold and think to yourself, I could use that later to buy something better from the blacksmith. As you're finishing looting this corpse, you notice cups on a table. You can pick them up or leave them there, but something more interesting catches your eye. You notice a book titled The Great War, and you decide to read it. You learn that this world once faced a great war, and many details about this great war are in this book. As you battle your way through this cave, you find more and more books strung about for you to learn about this world you find yourself in, and even more items from the creatures you slay. You finally clear this dungeon and step back into the wild. You notice that it is raining. Remember you had a task to complete and you were just sidetracked, so you make your slow ascent around the winding cold mountain to High Hrothgar. You learn from the sacred greybeards that you're truly the Dragonborn. This means you can absorb dragon souls and use a powerful shout in dragon language as a weapon against those around you. You're told that you can save the world, these people, from impending doom. With this news, you feel invested, important, and most of all, you're immersed. From here, you must decide what you will do next. And as you recall your trip thus far in this world, you remember passing some towers and other caves that seemed right for exploring. And you remember many inhabitants of this world have asked for help to complete tasks, but nobody is forcing you. It dawns on you that you have many choices on what to do next. You decide if you will fulfill the bigger story now or later, or perhaps you will help the people of this world with smaller tasks. You are the writer of this book. You get to decide what happens next. This feeling is what makes Skyrim special. Skyrim gives us agency as a player, choices, and creates an ambiance, an atmosphere that fully engulfs us in its cloak of immersion. Then you throw in an interesting story of being the Dragonborn that is fighting to save Skyrim from the dragons, and then you mix in the deep lore of the Elder Scrolls, and you have the recipe for what makes Skyrim so special. If you've made it this far, then I thank you, and I would like to know what made Skyrim special for you. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you all on the next one.